What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 4 of the single player Let's Play series. So, as you can see, I'm planning on making some item frames here because it's about time we get these new storage crates labeled and actually properly integrated as something that I can figure out, kinda, sorta. So, I have items that I generally like as these labels, but it's not like I ever have thrown a fit for them not being quite what these, quite exactly what I want them to be. So, but I do still have my set that, like, if I look at it, I know instinctively what it is and how to handle it. I don't know what to do for this one yet. I guess we could just do fire and, well, let's just do the Black Lotus. I don't really have a lot of modded stuff yet, do I? I guess that means I should probably put these over here, too. No, I don't think so. I think they make sense over here better. Then this should be, like, I don't know, seeds or sapling, maybe? Probably sapling. Thinking sapling. Definitely, actually, flesh usually works for me, because I don't have any bones, but that'll do. And paper is pretty much always a given that that's like my junk. So, there we go. We have some stuff kind of figured out here, and definitely doing pretty well. So, I think in this episode, I want to get started with a really cool new item before we go doing some exploration. So, I want to make ourselves a hand pick. We've had this guy for a while. And I just haven't actually done anything with it yet, so why don't we? I'm going to make myself one of them, and I think it's going to be pretty easy. I think we will just... Is it 3 or 2? It's just 2 of any material in particular. We could do a handful of different things, but I think our wisest bet, looking at what all is considered as permissible, would probably be iron. I don't think copper would be worth our time. We can't make bronze yet, because I don't have tin. So iron hand pick should do. So if we put these together, this gets us a teeny tiny pickaxe. And the reason... Oh, I forgot to make that... Oh well, whatever. It'll be fine. It's just for aesthetics, and it already looks fine. So the reason that we want to make this is because I am going to go find some coal. We're already running pretty low on coal, so we need to get some more. And as a result, I want to be pretty efficient about it. Why be wasteful? Could have put a diamond on this, but I don't think we'll need it. 187 durability is pretty decent. And we might go ahead and make another one just for the heck of it, and maybe we will put a diamond on this one. We do have quite a few of them. So not really the end of the world that we didn't pick the most efficient route for that. There are better things that we could have done. So if you do the diamond recipe here, this will actually replace the hand pick recipe like so. So that way we can actually end up with, this one has 1171. So that's fine. Probably should have been a little bit more conservative, but I don't think wasting, quote-unquote, wasting iron is a big deal. So I want to clean up our map a little bit. First of all, we want to delete a couple of markers. We want to delete this marker, put down a new one, and call it home. We'll put our bed here. Alright, so I'm going to take a look and see if I have found any coal. We do have some coal there. I don't think there's any others really particularly close. Wow, there's 2 gold veins not far from each other. Nice. So I'm going to go get this coal vein over here because we probably should have plenty of coal for smelting and just general purpose stuff. Maybe hit up a couple other resources, but once I get to the coal vein, I'll pick back up and show you guys what I wanted to show you. Alright, so we're finally over here, and I want to show you guys the process of prospecting. So we made this prospector's pick a couple of episodes ago, but we haven't actually used it yet. This was where the coal deposit was, and if we run around, you'll see if I right-click on it, it'll say no deposits found if there are no deposits. This is where we found the coal deposit. It was over here, so the center of the chunk is like here-ish. Really unfortunate, because that puts us in the water, but we will solve that after a couple of blocks. Let's go ahead and make sure that this is blocked off. Excellent. So now that we're in the center, we can just start digging down a little bit. And if you keep right-clicking on this guy, it'll just tell you what's in the area. So there's a 5-block radius on it. by default at least. In the next version of Geolysis, which has not yet released, there will be a configuration option for that if you want to change it. And look, it said there was coal beneath me, and there was. Unfortunately, there's also a cave beneath me. Yeah, this mace is not very good. It's tolerable, but it's not good. So here's the coal. This is good. This is what we're hoping for. And I'm just kind of making sure that our immediate vicinity is more or less safe. It looks like it is. And I'm just going to sit here and mine a whole bunch of coal until I'm just sick and tired of this. Because we definitely need plenty of coal. So I finished up mining over in that coal vein. I got another layer down. I broke my other original hand pick, but now we have this nice one. And I've just been kind of running around trying to explore, make some new terrain generate, and some stuff going on here and there with just general terrain. I did find this nice big ol' abandoned structure. It looks like it's an old village maybe that got abandoned. I can't really tell for sure. But I did notice that there was a lot of stuff up here that, is there maybe even a spawner over there? I can't tell. But I just noticed that there was some stuff that might be worth investigating, and it looks like it definitely was. We got, mace head, dagger blade. I think we already have those. There's one that I'm looking for that you can only find in dungeons, which is unfortunate, because I am looking for a hammerhead. So that's part of why I've been kind of okay with the idea of spelunking and stuff. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. This is not good. Don't touch me. There we go. That's taken care of. Anything in here? Leggings. We still haven't had leggings yet. We'll set that as the spawn for now because I know where our house is and it's not that far. It looks like there's some tealite here in the area. I think there was another chest up there on top of this building, so let's go find that one as well. So I've kind of made my way around the edges a couple of times with these. Anything good in here? Still not what I'm looking for, although power 4, that's not bad. This gives me armor, even though they look kind of ridiculous, in a good way. I don't need wheat. In fact, I've got a couple of things that I don't really need. Let's go ahead and just kind of clean up some. I'm not going to use spawner shards. There's really no purpose to them for me. Let's get rid of the... Actually, I'll keep that sulfur. You never know when you'll need it. Don't need a single arrow. That's not going to help anyone. So, I did see a couple of other things. Let me come over here and see what I can find. So, I've been testing, kind of got worried for a little while because I wasn't getting any geolysis generation, or I thought I wasn't, but I actually was. It just wasn't very easy to find. So we do have some limonite over here. I need to go pick out either a limonite or another hematite vein, but we're going to need more iron is basically what I'm getting at here. Iron is obviously, like, you know, since it's a vanilla material, a lot of mods depend on it, but because of that, there's a lot of it. We just need to go actually get it. So, I want to get, ooh, hey, barrel. Barrel is nice. I might grab these just from the surface, and we'll mark this here. Put this down. You guys know the drill. But I'll never say no to a couple of free emeralds just sitting on the surface. So I guess I'll come back whenever something new and interesting comes around, but I just kind of wanted to record that little building. It looked interesting, and we're around some pretty cool stuff, though. There is a couple of other things that I noticed kind of off in the horizon before I went straight for that place. So if I find those again, I will shoot that way and start recording. This is a scary thing. I don't know how to even start getting into this thing, and I need to make more torches. No doubt, more torches. And let me get blocks on the hotbar. So I'm gonna just kind of get into this thing and see what's up. It sounds like the party is somewhere else. Like maybe right here? Junglewood planks. Oh, it's right there. clothes. I don't know why I'm doing this. I really am not good with this mace. Not good enough to be getting into any mess like this. But I guess I'm doing it for the loot. I don't know. I've also found a lot of red orchid seeds. It doesn't make any sense how I've managed to find so many. Oh, bones. I do want bones. Bones are very helpful. So there's like a library-ish area thing. There's clearly something below us, but I'm not interested in that yet. That's certain death. If I can find the kinds of things I'm looking for above without having to go below, that'd be great. Another buried treasure map. Alright, 2 different buried treasure maps. We'll have to go get those. A skeleton skull. I don't have any particular use for that, honestly. Did this have anything in it? Ah, yes, some iron. Nice. Why isn't this cooking at all? Well, I know why it's not, but, like, could you? Could you please cook some? So, I might go ahead and just quickly craft up maybe, a set of boots. Some armor would probably behoove me here. If I do iron boots, that'll help my armor bar out a little bit. Oh, you know what else I could do? I could smelt one more piece of this iron with something. I don't think mushrooms smelt. That's okay. I can use a piece of floor. And if I smelt one more piece of iron, we can make ourselves at least a shield, which will be pretty useful for sure. Probably going to switch over to bread temporarily while we're doing all of this, because I feel like that's going to be our death if we don't properly feed ourselves. Just go ahead and put some of this stuff away that we know we're not going to need. And I'm going to scrounge up some wood. I'll just get these 2. Get my crafting table. Make ourselves a shield. And boom. So we'll put the torches in the offhand. Put these things away for now. I do not need that. That's not going to help me. These things won't really help me right now, so I can put them away. Again, blocks on the hotbar. Alright, we're good to go. Let's see what's in this creepy, freaky, deaky downstairs that I don't know anything about. Okay, well, sorry. I did not mean to completely negate your puzzle there. See, like, this thing has terrible range. And I can just as easily 3-shot a zombie with a broadsword that doesn't take 9 minutes to open. Oh, no. Is this even gonna be worth it? Like, let's be real here. Is this gonna be worth it? I have blocks. May as well try it. Looks like there's something over there that's worth it. I did that mostly legitimately. We have some redstone, another saddle, man in a bottle. Nope, I still haven't gotten the one thing that I wanted. I got another buried treasure map, though. Maybe that'll be the key to my success. I don't know. Well, and now I'm also kind of sort of stuck down here. But hey, look, lava. Remember how I keep joking about never being able to find lava? Here's some lava. That reverb was real. Holy cow. So that's where we started. We're going to have to derp stack back up, I think. This was a lot less of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a spawner down here, but it was just a couple of angry zombies. Like, I was expecting a full dungeon, not like just a simple parkour setup. Which that was not that bad. I'm going to be that guy, though. We don't have any redstone as of current, so... Ah. That's a sneaky trick, guy. Sneaky trick you got there. But we don't really have a reliable source of redstone right now, and hey look, redstone. So I know this kind of defeats the purpose of the pack being laid out the way it is, but it also makes you want to be as wise as possible with your usage here. So honestly, like, I don't think it's really all that bad. We'll pick up the sticky pistons, even though I don't really need them for anything. That way we just have them. You never know. So this was definitely kind of just a fun little thing. I don't know. It just quirky little something to do. Somewhere over here there was another piston, wasn't there? Or am I dreaming that? I might be dreaming that. Well, that was not quite the adventure I had hoped it would be, but we have 3 more adventures that we can take. So why don't we maybe do those? I'm going to clean some of this stuff up, though. We don't need a lot of this stuff, actually. Like these. Don't need those. Probably don't need a repeater, but I'll keep it just in case. So we have don't need that stuff. I do want to get a horse at some point. I usually skip right over horses, but I think I might bother with it this time. Some redstone is nice. We can put the pistons away. Don't really even need the sugar canes. I don't know why I have them. And I have 2 more pieces of iron, and there was that furnace over here somewhere. I might make a chest plate real quick just to complete my rinky-dink armor set while I'm here. Just because I am pretty naked and afraid. I mean, not to be too silly about it, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty barren right now, to be honest. We'll put some of this extra stuff away for sure. I don't think I need 3 pieces of gravel. And I have been picking up those berry bushes like I promised, as you can see. Gives me an iron chest plate, and now we're fully suited up and have a decent bit of armor. So that was fun. Definitely not at all what I had expected, but definitely fun. So I'm going to keep on running around, taking an analysis of the ores to make sure that I really didn't break anything like I thought I did with the geolysis. Like I said, I was worried about that. I still kind of am. So as a result, I've actually been going around and writing down every single ore that I find to make sure that I haven't completely broken anything. I don't think I have, though. At this point, I've found enough ores. But part of what had me worried was as soon as I fixed that, there were several chunks that I noticed had nothing at all in them. And I'm like, not even a few chunks. A few chunks is fine. There were biomes that had nothing in them. And I'm just like, that's a bit rare. Okay, might need to fix this. Don't know what I broke, but I might need to fix it. So let's go find these buried treasures real quick, and if I find anything along the way, great. If not, I'll just meet you there. We'll go to number 1 first, or 0, because programmers start at 0. So it seems to be north and east. I think we're getting close. The map is starting to draw quite a lot. Okay, berries. Well, this is going to be a pain. I'm going to try to find it if I can, but I might just give up. Yeah, I give up. Oh well. Bye, treasure maps. Wasting my time. Oh well. I'm just going to keep on kind of exploring, feeling out the world and stuff. We do have, there's one resource that I'm looking for in particular. We've actually already found it, but I was just distracted by a few other things. So I'm going to find that and start mining on it a little bit. But I'm going to get closer to home first, because we're actually quite a ways out. So I'm going to head back closer to home, find the resource that I'm looking for, and then come back and start mining it, show you guys one last time the mining procedure and stuff like that. I'm still really hoping to find that hammer pattern, but man, I've just not had any luck with it. Dang. Like, I've been trying to get that hammerhead because I'm not going to use any other hammer or anything else, really. To be fair, though, it's not like hammer strip mining is really like that big of a thing. We don't have ores that spawn like that. Many, at least. We have a few that do, but not a lot of them. So it's mostly just for clearing out mineral deposits when we find them. So, is this limonite? Yeah, see, this is what I'm looking for, is I want to find limonite, but a lot closer to the house, because limonite generates in huge, huge deposits. So we will probably never finish mining that, at least not in this episode. They're massive. They're massive deposits, and they're meant to be. So Limonite is a good resource of iron, but it also is a resource for nickel, fun fact. So we can get 2 birds with 1 stone for that one. Not many other things will offer that kind of benefit, but definitely one of the things that limonite offers is nickel. It's actually your only supply for nickel, so fun fact. Alright, well, I'll be back when we get less bored. As I'm running back, it dawned on me that I failed to mention why I want so much iron right now. It's because I like these tools a lot, and right now they're iron-based, right? So if they are iron-based and we want to keep them repaired, A, we are going to need an anvil requiring iron, and B, we're going to require iron to repair them, requiring iron. So we definitely are gonna, I mean, like, we're not doing too terribly badly on durability. This guy's getting about halfway there. But I just want to keep these up to spec on damage because they're nice tools and I want them to be in good shape. So, you know, we're getting there on these on the durability of these, and as we do more and more mining, we're gonna do more and more damage to them, of course. So we want to make sure that they stay in good shape. So again, still running. We were quite a ways out. I don't know how far out really. The marker system in this pack does not tell you how far you are from a marker, which is fine. I don't really ever care, but yeah. So meet you there. Oh wait, there's random witches here. I might not meet you there. This looks like a witch something. This is really cool, whatever it is, even though I just got poisoned right in the face. Yikes to the poison, but hey, this is cool. And it's not like the poison's gonna kill me, it's just gonna be a minor inconvenience. Somewhere there's a lot of witches getting spawned, and I am concerned and interested. I hear you. I don't think I can kill these guys. Nah, I'm out. Y'all are annoying. Stop throwing stuff. Finally got unpoisoned. So this is like a witch village. That's crazy cool. I would have never thought such a thing would exist. But I really love this concept. And I really am curious what's up here. So let's waypoint this as witch village. And I want to come back here when I can actually kill them in some reasonable amount of time. But this mace takes so freaking long to regenerate that I can't bump it again in any reasonable amount of time. So, in essence, by the time that I can do another hit to them, they can already heal themselves, which is stupid. So, first thing on the list is probably to remake a sword. Why did I do that? I wanted that there. I mean, because I'm not hating on the mace that much, but definitely not my choice. I'm sure at some later levels, too, it gets ridiculously overpowered and great, but at our current stage, it's definitely not hot. Alright, well, never mind then. I guess that wasn't quite as interesting as I would have hoped. See you when we get back. Again. I thought this was pretty neat. A little pocket of coal on the surface. See, not everything is terribly difficult in geolysis. Sometimes I'll give you coal. Sometimes. Alright, so I'm back home. I'm going to take a pit stop real quick. I still have not gotten around to finding a limonite vein around here. But I am going to go out and let's see, did any of these spread? It doesn't look like it. Oh well. I'm going to go out and find one as soon as I've cleaned up my inventory a little bit. Since we're here already, we may as well, you know, do some storage housekeeping. But definitely, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this because I have a strong feeling something's going to try to spread there. So there, this is fully populated now, and I think this is cute. I think this is a productive use of our space around here. So, like I said, gonna clean up my inventory because that's super duper boring, and I'll be back when I am finished. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let's do the thing that I've been needing to do for a while. Let's make a better sword. Definitely one of those things that I've been slacking on. So, go ahead and pick up my backpack now. I think we're done cleaning up for the most part. I'm going to make this one of the nice leather-handled ones, now that I finally fixed this recipe. Remember how I said, I thought I fixed this recipe in, like, episode 1 or 2? No, not even. I changed the knife recipe, so the knife recipe from Extra Utilities or Actual Editions, same difference. Not really, I know, I'm being facetious. Now it just uses a stick and a knife blade. I don't know why it wasn't already this, but whatever. So I need to get something for the cross guard and something else for the actual blade. So I'm thinking copper for the cross guard just so that it's a different color, but I don't actually know if that would be smart. So cross guard is just one of these, right? So I'm thinking we might just do wood. Thinking a wooden cross guard, and then let's see. Shovel, sword blade. Is it just one? Oh, that's neat. Okay. So this will give us 232 with 6 attack damage, and then if I grab an emerald, I can't remember what the difference between an emerald and a diamond was. So diamond is 7 attack damage from 6, and then like 1200 more durability. Emerald is about 1000 more durability. Is that a faster attack speed? Yeah, slightly faster attack speed. That, to me, is worth all the difference. That's actually a really cool looking sword. I really like that look. Alright, let's go with it. Faster attack speed. Wow, yeah, that actually makes a pretty big difference. Whew. Yeah, I'm sorry, the mace just is not my thing. Cool. Well, we can go ahead and put some of this... No, I need that, thank you. We can go and put some of this stuff up and take a nap. And I'm going to go find a nearby vein of limonite, and I'll be back. Alright, so limonite is below us. Is it anywhere else? So far, it looks like just below. So it's south and below. How about west? South, west, and below? Yeah. So, like I said, these are large deposits. So, up there it is. It's always... Oh, yeah. I don't want that. There we go. It's always very possible that they are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So here we have finally found our fully fledged limonite vein. We can hop our way back up and get back to it later, which we will need to. I'll eventually make a faster elevator or something to this. But for now, we're here. We made it. So I'm going to mine a couple of layers of this stuff off too. Shave a couple of layers off the top. So yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that you do actually find magma with these, so be careful. You can accidentally step on it or whatever. Depends on the size and the, not really so much the size, depends on the location of the deposit. If the deposit is high up, you're not going to find magma still with it, but if you do find magma, that's probably indication of your lowness in the earth anyways. So it's kind of one of those things that's done as a result of heat anyways, so yeah, fun stuff. Alright, I'm going to mine some of the stuff, and we'll be back with you later. So just for some scale, this is the entire deposit from end to end. Yeah, and from edge to edge. Have fun with that. Alright, well, that's an entire 3 layers-ish, if you count this as a layer. 3 layers taken out. Pickaxe down to 272 damage. But look at all this iron. So we have definitely gotten ourselves set up for some success here. So I'm going to make my way back home. Make sure that if it's nighttime, it's not anymore. Okay, it is not, so good. I just put something weird away. I want that. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back at the house. So I think it's about time we make ourselves a redstone clock. I was comparing the cost of like clocks and timers, and I think there's an hourglass that we could technically use, but that uses gold, and this just uses redstone. So it'll use 5 pieces of redstone, which we have plenty of. Well, not plenty, but more than we should considering we haven't gone mining for redstone yet. And we'll need 4 pieces of stone, and we'll need a redstone torch. Because I think it's about time we start automating that smeltery a little bit. The smelting process from the smeltery, I should say. So we'll want to grab a couple of chests. I'm thinking maybe some more even than that. We might make a couple of crates. Have an input and an output crate. I was going to say, somehow I don't feel like that's right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. This will get us 4 wooden casings, and we're going to need that, and then that to one of these is going to require those, and then that, and that, and there, and that. Leaves us 2 extra wood casings because I hate crafting them, and we needed those 2 chests that I just put away. So we can make ourselves 2 hoppers. Boom. We have everything we need shy of some sort of fuel. My bad. We need fuel. Let's just grab this, make some tiny charcoal, or tiny coal rather. Which reminds me, I forgot to set up storage drawers. You can actually use storage drawers to convert between certain blocks, and I forgot to make one that lets you convert between coal and tiny coal. So that you take, like, literally, they have conversion ratios in there so that it's completely balanced. You literally could say a piece of coal equals 8 tiny coal, and then when you put it in a storage drawer, you would have, or a compacting drawer, you would have tiny coal to coal to coal block, and none of it would be, like, imbalanced. It's weird, but it's really cool. I probably have the redstone in the wrong places, don't I? I totally do. I do this every time. I think everyone does that with these recipes, though. So, the only thing we're lacking here is a shut-off valve, but whatever. I think we'll be okay. And then we can have ourselves, I'll break this for just a minute. We'll have ourselves that guy with a hopper going into it, with this guy back where it was, just like it was. I'm gonna grab a couple of things. We want to grab a lever probably, and maybe some cobblestone to beautify this. Slightly better than dirt. Let's see, I have that so we can make our lever that we're gonna probably want to get. And cobble, and a trap door. I think I should still have them, but I may have burned them. It looks like I may have burned them. I should stop burning trap doors. Should probably just keep them around. I use them more than I expect. Alright. There we go. So we can have our input here. I'm thinking we should have a few things. First of all, let's try to beautify this a little bit. Break this guy. Not even so much like beauty, more than just, or so much as just, you know, unity, I suppose. Make this all look relatively similar. Which way do I want this trapdoor facing? Does this make sense to me, or am I gonna want it facing sideways? I think this is gonna be the easiest. And then if I put this guy right here, if I put this here, is that gonna stop it? No, and not only that, but it's gonna actually activate the other guy. Well, that will have to do. That torch, though, went right here, I think. So there we go. Now this is automated. Don't mind that. There's nothing we can do about that. It'll stick out on the outside if we do. So we can just plop in our iron, and we will start to get some iron ingots pre-processed for us. So as you can see, it already processed our 4 gold from some horse armor that I found. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to let this stuff kind of get together and mingle, make us some better stuff. It is worth noting, we can make tools from nickel. I have to look and see what it's worth, but it might be kind of cool to look into if it's worth a crud. I don't know. We'll see. So one of the things I was wanting to make was an anvil, so we may as well just handle that. And I just came to the realization we've got all of our tool stuff upstairs, but really it feels like downstairs is more of like the blacksmith area, so I'm going to go ahead and bring these with me and move them downstairs. I'll leave that up here. That should definitely stay here. But move this stuff downstairs. That way we have it around whenever we decide we want to do stuff with it. So this is like the front of the house, isn't it? Yep, sure is. Which means we have space to work with. So I can do stuff like this here. Pretty neat, right? And then we can end up with, like, maybe this guy. And we can move that anvil over. Can we? I hope we can. Harvest level should definitely be well enough for this guy. It might just be really slow for some reason. The harvest level should not be that high. Yeah, okay. That had me a little worried for some reason. So, and we're still plenty well lit over there. Just working through the rest of this metal. There's a lot of metal here. I mean, you saw I just spent, like, a lot of it. But, I mean, we're doing really well off right now. So, or we are really well off, not doing really well off. So, I've just been going through and processing these, helping it out a little bit by manually doing a few blocks here and there. But this system is nice because if I decide that I just need to go do something else, I can, and it'll just work. For example, with the nickel, probably not going to babysit it. 53 nickel is not a whole ton, so it should be able to process it. And we don't really need the nickel anytime soon. So, yeah. Alright, so all of our iron is done. Let's go ahead and get this pickaxe repaired a little bit. So, yeah, we'll bring it back up to that. And see, shovel, probably just the one. Now, the nice thing is if I do end up needing to repair it more later, it's not, like, super expensive yet. So, I think everything else, honestly, is in good shape. And before you go ranting or questioning or whatever... What monsters? Alright, fine, I'll sleep with the sleeping bag. Before you go questioning why I didn't use a hand pick on all that limonite, it's because limonite isn't affected by fortune. Only certain normally affected by fortune ores are. So, yeah, there's not really much point in doing it with those. We have repaired those up, which is very, very good. Now we can kind of look into getting a couple of other things. But we should probably do that next episode, because I just looked and we're at 51 minutes. Oops. So it might be a little bit of a long one. If you stayed for the entire thing, thank you. I do apologize. I kind of get lost with these sometimes. They're so much fun. Next episode, we're going to get started with something we kind of have been a little bit overdue on. So it's about time we do it. But no spoilers on that one, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and take it easy.